Clipplaytv is funded in part by advertiser revenue and the generous support of viewers like you. If you'd like to further support the channel, consider using one of our Amazon affiliate marketing links in the description down below at no extra cost to you, the viewer. Or grab one of our signature shirts from Teespring down below. iPhone 12 Pro Max. I've owned this phone for a little over 4 months now, and that naming never ceases to be quite the mouthful. Actually, let's go ahead and talk about that. You're watching the iPhone 12 Pro Max Revisited. First off, let's get something straight. This phone is very confusing to me, and yet it's also one of my all-time favorites. The iPhone 12 is the culmination of years of wins and missteps on the part of Apple. It packs in all of the modern conveniences that you would expect from a over $1,000 smartphone. From the more complicated ones like the amazing camera and vibrant OLED display, to the more basic staples of reliability you've come to expect like the great speed and battery life. Yet even with all of this new technology, iPhone 12 is strangely familiar. Like, really familiar. Let me explain. 11 years ago, Apple unveiled iPhone 4. It was a game changer for both iPhone and the entire smartphone industry as a whole. It was among the first smartphones to feature a high-resolution display as a standard, donning a 326 pixels per inch 3.5-inch panel that Apple dubbed the Retina display. All of this was wrapped between a stainless steel band, creating this steel and glass sandwich, if you will. Now, those of you who know me in real life know that I'm somewhat infamous for my absolutely terrible dad jokes. With all that being said, I have a name for this sort of glass stainless steel sandwich. Bear with me here, I call it the Innovation Sandwich. Oh god, the comment section is gonna be pissed. This flat-edge design ended up being loved by many and stuck around through subsequent phones such as the 4S, 5, 5S, and later the first generation iPhone SE. But it was later dropped in favor of a more curved design with the introduction of the iPhone 6 in 2014, which has pretty much stuck around on every iPhone up until now. The iPhone 12 marks a bold return to this innovation sandwich design that many have come to know and love over the years. And if I already haven't made it abundantly clear, this design is my absolute favorite. Every other iPhone I hold now just feels kind of cheap compared to the way these stainless steel edges cut into your hand and create a solid, unshakable grip. And that's saying something too. I mean, the iPhone X was previously my favorite iPhone of all time, and the Pacific Blue finish on this, it is my favorite iPhone color ever. MagSafe has also been a bit of a game changer for me. I've got the official Apple leather case with MagSafe built in a very well-aging saddle brown finish, paired with the MagSafe wallet in Baltic blue. This setup holds about 3 cards and has allowed me to free up a little bit of extra pocket space. Although I don't have the official MagSafe charger itself, I do have this excellent third-party car mount that I got from Amazon a couple weeks ago. Hands down the best car charger mount I have ever used. If you want to pick one up for yourself, I would highly recommend it. It will be linked in the comment section down below. But here's where things get a little bit weird. This phone, for all intents and purposes, is all new. But it's also not. My last phone that I upgraded from was the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which functionally was pretty much the same thing. It had great battery life, excellent cameras, and apart from the screen being just a hair smaller, was again mostly the same thing. In fact, if you were to compare both of these phones this year, objectively it wouldn't really be worth upgrading. For example, let's say you're upgrading from a little bit of an older model like the iPhone XR or iPhone XS. The iPhone 12 Pro Max, or heck, even the baseline iPhone 12 mini, offer a huge leap in performance and features in just a couple years difference. But let's say you're someone like me who used to own an iPhone 11 Pro, is the upgrade really justified? Honestly, I would say no. Other than a couple small things like MagSafe, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is functionally just a repackaged iPhone 11 Pro Max with a slightly faster chip and slightly larger screen. You don't really gain that much by upgrading in this case. Yes, you've got that LiDAR scanner on the back to help with things like autofocus and AR, but is the average person really going to care or even know what those things are? My bets are probably not. So with all that being said, why did I upgrade from the iPhone 11 Pro? The answer is quite simple. I was always going to. If I have not made it clear already, I am a member of the iPhone upgrade program. The program allows for you to pay for your iPhone in 24 monthly installments and includes AppleCare Plus. After 12 months of payments, you have the option of trading in your iPhone to upgrade to a newer model. Or you could just hold on to it for the full duration of the 24-month payments, and at which point it's yours. Although I will note that in some cases your AppleCare Plus plan does typically run out like just after you pay that off, so Another nice feature is the fact that your iPhone comes directly from Apple and is completely unlocked, so if you have any issues with your carrier, say Verizon or AT&T decides to charge you up the wazoo, you're fully able to switch to whatever carrier you want as long as it's offered through the upgrade program. Personally, I've opted to upgrade after the 12 months of payments every year since the iPhone X, but I haven't always meant to. Originally, I had intended to keep my iPhone X through the full duration of the 24-month payments. But as time went on, I kind of missed the bigger form factor of the 6S Plus and 7 Plus iPhones. So naturally, when the iPhone XS Max became available the next year, I went ahead and upgraded. Then I had the worst year of experience in any iPhone I've ever owned. I kept having problems from major ones like the complete Face ID unit just going out, to smaller ones like the top speaker just not working anymore for some reason. This led me to getting my full value out of the included AppleCare Plus plan of the iPhone upgrade program, because I went through about 3 iPhone XS Maxes in less than a year. Each time, I would just walk into my local Apple store, where I had become a regular thanks to this. They would look at my phone and they would just tell me, here's a new one, which is nice, honestly. I mean, it's good that they do that, and the quality control support is the only reason that I'm still with them after that whole year. But yeah, basically not a very good year for me. Side note, the final replacement unit XS Max that I had the battery health go down from 99% all the way to like 89% in the span of 3 months. So at that point, I went ahead and upgraded to the iPhone 11 Pro Max once it came out, hoping that it would be a little bit more solid. One major benefit, though, that I did encounter from upgrading to the iPhone 11 Pro Max from the XS Max was a major leap in battery life. Oftentimes, I got over 2 full days of use out of just one charge. In my experience, this still reigns true with the iPhone 12 Pro Max as well. But the iPhone 11 Pro Max was a bit of a stopgap phone for me. By the time I had upgraded to it, rumors were already circulating that Apple would be going back to the flat-edge design of the days of the iPhone 5 and 4. Subconsciously, since I had the option, I always kind of knew that I was going to upgrade to the 2020 iPhone no matter what. This return to the innovation sandwich design solidified my intentions of upgrading for yet another year. Which leads to now. I have absolutely no regrets whatsoever upgrading from the iPhone 11 Pro to the 2020 iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is the perfect design and color combination that I have wanted in an iPhone for many years now. It has the same features that I came to know and love from the iPhone 10 through 11 series, but much more improved. As my experience has proven, even Apple tends to suffer from quality control issues on occasion. But it feels like Apple finally worked out some of the kinks that caused major problems for me for years with this iteration of iPhones. The iPhone 12 series is the culmination of years of learning, risks, and innovation, but all the more sharper. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is the best iPhone I have ever owned, and I plan to hopefully stick with it for quite some time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I bought an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and why I would immediately do so again even after 4 months. Do you own one of the iPhone 12s, or are you on the fence about upgrading to one? Be sure to leave a comment down below and let's have a chat about it. Also drop by my subreddit r/Clipplaytv for any more in-depth comments, questions, or suggestions. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and hit that big red subscribe button and bell notification icon next to it if you always want to be in the know when I upload new videos. And as always, see you in the next one. The iPhone 12 Pro, it is literally 70 degrees outside. Why on earth am I wearing a jacket indoors?
This production was shot in the Shoals.